morning, everyone. It's me, Ryan.
And also me, Zach.
Remember, everyone, there will be talent show tryouts this Friday, November 8th, from 2:45 to 3:45 inside the cafeteria.
October, as we've announced before, is National Learning Disability and ADHD Month. What do Albert Einstein, Muhammad Ali, and Joe Jonas have in common? A reading disability called dyslexia. Dyslexia affects 20% of school-age children in the U.S.
We are so excited to have Shane Dunn join us today. You all know him from the Winnipeg Jets and the Arizona Coyotes. Shane is here to talk about his experience with dyslexia.
Thank you for coming. We have some questions for you. What challenges did you have with reading in school?
Well, I have a form of dyslexia. It's like decoding kind of. And where I grew up, I didn't have the opportunity to really get any help. My school had, my dad's teacher was the same teacher that I had, and they really hadn't kind of advanced any of the stuff that they have now to help. And so I really struggled with reading and was still a very, very slow reader, but I love to read and helped me with my memorization for sure.
When did you find out you had a learning opportunity?
Not until I was quite a bit older. To be honest, it was probably when my daughter was kind of diagnosed with it that we realized that it's a genetic thing that gets passed along, and that she was young enough that they really helped her, and she's able to do really well and really does well in school. And it was at that time that it kind of came to my attention that that's probably why I can't do this quite as well as I should be doing it.
And how did this make you feel, and how did you learn to deal with it?
You know what? It was never ever really something that I was too worried about. I obviously was frustrated with not being able to read the way that I wanted to be able to read. But at the same time, it was something that I tried to just figure out other ways around things. My comprehension I did really well in that because I had to read so slowly. And so there's always, as much as there's some things that could be negatives about it, it ended up being a positive for me and something that I didn't want my kids to have, but at the same time to go through it was something that helped me.
Through all the years of school, were you ever treated differently by classmates?
Not really. I grew up in a really small school, and I was able to kind of comprehend well enough that I did okay. But I had friends that struggled with the similar things. It was very hard for them, and it was amazing because they've done well in other areas of their life and outside of school, and because of the way that they had to learn to learn a little bit different than everybody else. And so they had all these other traits that really benefited them, and something that it was really neat to see and watch people develop different learning habits.
Well, last question. How has dyslexia made you a different person, stronger?
It's helped with my memorization. I can memorize things. I've read books, and I really enjoy reading. I try to read quite a bit, just because it helps me, and the more I do read, the better I get at it. But I still remember the books that I've read from 15 years ago because in order to read it, I'd have to reread it and do it slowly, and it's something that turned into a positive in a lot of areas that I can have great comprehension.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming. It was an awesome opportunity.
Well, thank you. You did a great job. I appreciate this. Thanks, guys.
Hey DSMS, it's Ella with your weather for today. The high today will be 85 degrees and the low will be 63 degrees. Same temperatures as usual. Now to lunch with Sky.
It's time for lunch!
What time is it?
It's time for lunch!
Hey DSMS, it's Sky with the lunch. Today we'll be having all beef hot dogs, nacho bites, or a sandwich pack. Now to the sports with Eli.
Industry, you're gonna take on the world someday. You got blood on your face, a big disgrace.
Hey DSMS, today after school we have track, and that's about it. Not the anchors.
We are back once more. The new croissants for today have been hidden once more around the school, and here are some things about French Week from a fellow French student.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Sarah. Did you know that France has been leading in culture and art for over 400 years and has won more Nobel Prizes in literature than any other country?
There is GSA Club for 7th grade during lunch in room A20 and GSA for 8th grade during lunch in room A5.
And that is all for today, DSMS, and now to the brand new credits.
Hey, this TV, don't go out there grieving. Saw your x-ray while you're mining. Got them diamonds, but you cheated. I was dreaming, diamonds stacking to the ceiling. I got ores finally, but you out here always stealing. I baked this cake to save our lives, save our lives. But you shot me with power 5. I died.